This is the Sun City Emergency Room Sports Desk.
Welcome back, folks. I'm Keith Demolder. Much like the weather outside, the college basketball season continues to heat up as teams get into the meat of their conference schedule. It's a time where every game matters for the UTEP Miners, including today's matchup with both an in-state and conference rival. Let's go to the men's side first. In-state rival North Texas hosting the Miners in Denton. Tough start for the Miners, down by double digits early, but they turn up the tempo in transition. Nigel Hawkins with the pass. Souley Boom gets the bucket and the foul. Last game against Rice, Boom scored a career-high 27. Tonight, he has 21 off the bench. Lou Williams would be proud. Storyline of the game, though, the Miners' inability to get anything going offensively. Mean Green pressuring all night. Guard Dale Edwards finds some space. Bryson Williams with the three, but doesn't count. Shot clock violation. Miners hit just 5 of their 19 three-point shots tonight. And despite a great performance from Boom, UTEP was never able to hold a lead in this game. North Texas wins 67-57 the final over the Miners. Miners, though, will be back home soon when they welcome in Middle Tennessee State on Thursday. But how about the ladies? UTEP women taking on North Texas Lady Eagles at the Haskins Center today. Let's see if the women can avenge the men's loss. Early on, series of unfortunate events for the Miners. Miss UNT shot finds Summer Jones where she knocks down the triple. 10-4 Lady Eagles up in the first quarter. But the Miners took some exception to that. Katarina Zek with the dish. Katia Gallegos, bang, bang, even with the hand in her face. And despite the impressive shooting, Miner faithful a little bit anxious. Head coach Kevin Baker not necessarily pleased with his team's performance for most of this one. North Texas led 47-41 in the fourth quarter, but then again, Gallegos pushing the ball outside. Ariana Taylor in the corner for three, and UTEP with the come-from-behind victory. Gallegos with 5 assists on the night. UTEP wins 67-63 the final. Miners now 12-6 on the year, 5-2 in conference play. Tough road trip coming up, though, to Tennessee State this Thursday. Elsewhere in college basketball in the borderland, NMSU men's hoops taking down UT Rio Grande Valley by a score of 67-62. Aggies improved to 15-6, holding on tight to their first place lead in the conference. They'll host Cal State Bakersfield coming up on Thursday. And speaking of basketball, the big national story of tonight, LeBron James officially passes Kobe Bryant for 3rd place on the NBA's all-time scoring list. With 33,655 points, James now has to average about 25 points per game for the next 2 years to pass Utah Jazz legend Karl Malone for 2nd all-time. Lakers forward seemed to kind of know it was coming, actually put up an Instagram of himself walking by graffiti that read GOAT, or greatest of all time, but for now, he's still in 3rd place. Switching gears locally, the 41st Bowie Invitational Wrestling Tournament held in South El Paso today. More than 400 wrestlers and 40 teams came out for the tourney. In the 220 division, Los Lunas' Zach Doyle getting pinned by Liam Pryor from Chapin. But the girls division had one of the best takedowns of the day. Victoria Nunez from Hanks slamming Parkland's Samantha Saros. Nunez had the dominant outing of the tournament, but would it be enough to lead her squad to victory? After a long day of wrestling, the results are in. In the boys division, Silver City, New Mexico comes in 1st, followed by Los Lunas in 2nd and Franklin High in 3rd. As for the girls, it's an El Paso sweep as Nunez and Hanks come in 1st, followed by Eastwood in 2nd and Montwood in 3rd. And finally tonight, an Olympic hopeful is training in El Paso today, but he doesn't necessarily look exactly like you would expect. 65-year-old Dan C. Miller is basically the LeBron James of ping pong. C. Miller is a 5-time U.S. singles champion on the table, and after years away from competition, he's training now to qualify for this year's Summer Olympics. He isn't in the borderland, though, on a vacation. C. Miller's son is actually the head coach here at the El Paso Tennis Club, so he's working on his game for 4 hours a day here for the rest of the week in the hopes of getting the last spot on the U.S. Olympic team.
It's going to be very, very tough. I feel I can be competitive. I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm a major contender, but they don't really know my level because they haven't seen me in training.
All right, folks, that's it for sports. We'll be back with more after the break.